Welcome everyone. I'm Courtney Yezzi and this is a Yoga 1 practice. We're going to start at the top of the mat. Feet hips distance apart, outer edges parallel with the outer edges of the mat. Arms down to the sides, and on an inhale, take the arms out and up. Flip the palms when they get shoulder height and reach all the way up. Continue to inhale. As you exhale, take the arms out and down, flip the palms down when they become shoulder height, and continue to exhale till they come down by the sides. And now that's a flow, so we'll begin the inhale breath. Flip the palms, continue to inhale, stretch up. Exhale breath, flip the palms, continue to exhale. Go ahead and do that 3 more times. Grounding through your legs, lifting from the torso. Last round. And we'll add on to that with a forward fold. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, palms out, flip them and fold. For a moment, bend the knees deeply, re-lengthen the spine, and then layer the belly onto the thighs as you fold. See if you can straighten your legs a little bit more. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen the sternum forward. Exhale, layer the belly to the thighs and start to straighten through the legs. Once more. Press through your feet. Inhale, reverse swan dive, rise up. Maintain an open chest as you exhale, the palms by the sides, Tadasana. So today we're going to use eventually 3 blankets, a block, and a strap. So go ahead and get your strap or strap equivalent now. And we're going to take it behind our back. The palms to face the body, holding the strap. And we're simply going to roll one shoulder at a time, back, back, almost like you're doing the breaststroke, but backwards. So you start to feel shoulders lifting, side body lifting, shoulder to the back plane, and then down. A few more times until both shoulders can roll up, back, and down, and now with elbows bent, hug them together, and you're going to start to take the strap away from the body. Big shoulder stretch. Inhale, soften the knees, and then strengthen the legs. Draw the low ribs back and open the chest. Whew. Take another inhale. As you exhale, soften the knees, and now layer the belly onto the thighs and fold. Shoulder rinse, the shoulders move toward the sky as the crown of the head moves toward the earth. On an inhalation, you're going to charge your legs, palms to the torso, come up. And now we'll soften the strap. You can just take it around your shoulders and relax your arms down. The arms might be tingling. That's fine. New sensations in the body. So we're going to keep the strap close to the top of the mat and inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, fold over the thighs, plant your palms, step your left foot way back. Inhale, curl your chest open, fingertips to the floor, bending into the back knee, perhaps the back knee comes down, curl a little deeper. On an exhale breath, you're gonna straighten both legs, lift the ball of your front foot up, and look forward. The next inhalation brings you into that deep lunge to open chest. Exhale, straighten both legs, maybe start to bow in. Look back to the belly. Inhale, walk forward, curl open. Exhale, straighten the legs. We're gonna hang out here for a minute. Start to swivel the right hip back toward the left foot. You'll feel a nice hip swivel. And come back to neutral, and again, swivel the right hip back toward the left foot. You'll get a deeper sensation through the side waist and the right hip. Inhale, neutral, crawl forward. Exhale, tuck your back toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, breath to shift forward, plank or half plank. Exhale, resist, earth away, lower down. Straighten your legs back. Get your strap if you need it, or take interlace. Roll the shoulders back and inhale, curl open. Pressing the tops of the feet and thighs down to lift upper body. Exhale, release, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Inhale the heels high, soften the knees, look forward, step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold forward, relax neck and head. Press through the feet, reverse swan, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to the side. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your left foot, right foot, way back into lunge. Bring that knee down, maybe, and curl open. With the exhale breath, shift the hips back, lift the ball of your left foot up, look forward. Inhale, walk back, deep lunge. Remember, you can bring the back knee down if you like. Exhale, shift the hips back. Lift the ball of your foot. Inhale. Exhale back, and now we're going to hold. Both legs are strong. Swivel the left hip back toward the right foot. And to neutral. And again, swivel to right foot, and the breath just flows easily through the torso. Back to neutral, inhale, deep lunge. Exhale, back knee lifts, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Resist the earth away, lower through. Roll the shoulders back as you stretch your legs back. Flush of the buttocks to the heels, strap or interlace. Bend into the elbows, hug and curl open. Soften the neck and take an extra breath in. On this round, we're going to exhale, plant the feet, plant the palms by the low ribs, and take a bigger curl into cobra. Pinky toe pressing, inner thighs lifting. Exhale. Woo. Tabletop. Take a breath. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Palms press straight down, arms squeeze to straight, triceps roll into the face. Each spine lengthens toward the hips. And the backs of the legs descend to the heels. Use the power of the exhalation to bring the right foot through. Spin your left heel down. Collect your strap. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Go ahead and take the strap behind your back. Curl the chest, open up, and exhale. Fold forward, look to your back thigh, look to your belly. If you don't need the strap, just interlace your hands, roll the shoulders back, and bow in. One more breath. Loving the stability of the back leg. Inhale, rise up, reach up. And exhale, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Left foot through, spin the right heel down. Rise, warrior one. Interlace your hands or take your strap, roll the shoulders back, hug the elbows just like before, curl open and bow in. Creating some space through the shoulders. So notice if your left hip pops out, you're gonna draw the sitting bone back, back, back. And that's gonna work the knee forward. And you wanna maintain center of the kneecap in line with second toe, in line with front of the room throughout the standing poses. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels high, soften the knees. Exhale, step forward. Wide soles. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward over the thighs, hips stacked over ankles. Base rooting. Rise up to stand as you inhale. Exhale, arms down. Good. Go ahead and take your blocks to the top of your mat. And inhale, stretch high. As you exhale, plant the palms, step your left foot way back, bring that left knee down, and you're gonna twist to the right thigh. So we're gonna get into a little spinal twist here. Reach up with the right arm. Reaching up as you inhale. Exhale, take the right palm back and down. Inhale, take it forward and up. So you're gonna do that 2 more times. Really lengthening and rotating through the spine because we're gonna come into revolved pyramid in a minute. Plant the palms down, step back with the right foot, step forward with the left, and bring the back knee down. Twist to the left thigh and reach up with the right arm. Notice if your left hip pops forward, you work it back into space. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. One more time. Really rotate through the spine. And you're gonna bring the left palm down and step forward. Fold. Press through the feet, inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, palms to heart. So with the blocks at the front of the mat now, right foot stays forward, left foot steps back. Feet are hips distance apart. It's basically that the back toes are mostly facing forward, so that's gonna get the outer left hip forward and up. Both legs strong, feet pressing. Inhale, lift the chest. Elbows hug back just as before. Hinge from the hip creases and fold forward. Plant your palms to the blocks. Pyramid pose. As you press down through your feet, the inner thighs lift up to the pelvis. Halfway lift. On an exhale, work the right hip back to the left heel and fold. Maybe your hands can come to the floor. Just take a few breaths here. Truly, from the feet pressing, you feel the inner thighs lift up to the inner groins and back. Start to lengthen the spine, fingertips back to the blocks. You may want to keep the block to the inside of the right foot for twisted pyramid, or you can bring it to the outside. This takes a lot of determination. So ground through your feet and inhale. I like to use the right palm to spiral the ribs. Start to rotate the torso to the right. Lean back a little bit as you draw the right hip back. Take 2 more breaths. Press down through the left fingertips. Exhale completely. Inhale, unwind. Hands to hips, rise up to stand. Soften the front knee and step forward. Pretty open hips. Left foot forward, right foot back. Find your base, work the outer right hip point forward and up. Press through the feet, femur bones lifting, elbows back. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases, cut the left hip back as you bring your hands down to the blocks. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bow in. And just let the breath guide the body, filled with intelligence. Maintain a deep connection to the left inner ball of the foot, the back outer heel. Exhale completely, and inhale, start to re-lengthen the torso. Find your block placement. Right hand to the outside or inside of the left leg. Press down through that hand so you can start to swivel the spine. Both legs ground, maybe reach up. Where can you soften? Where can you strengthen? Just one more breath. Inhale to come out. Charge the legs, hands to the hips, elbows up, rise up. Bend into the front knee and stand. Ooh, arms down by the sides, Tadasana. And let's take a flow to balance the body out. Inhale, stretch up. Take your arms wide out as you fold forward. Just for a moment, hang out here in Uttanasana, forward fold. The same thing, the inner thighs lift up and move back, and the outer hips ground down. All right, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Inhale, roll forward, resist the earth away and lower through. Shoulders stay back as you float the legs. Curl open, cobra. Take time to explore the energetics of cobra. It's like the legs move back to infinity and the torso and heart move forward and up forever. On an exhalation, soften, tuck your toes, tabletop. Take a breath here as you widen the knees, big toes to touch. Look forward, exhale, sit bones to the heels. Tent the fingertips, press back even more, and then layer the ribs over the thighs, forehead to the mat. 3 breaths. Balasana. Spaciousness between the spine, each vertebra. Slide your palms back and inhale, come up. So we're going to come down into supported bridge. Find a block close to you. Feet tips distance apart, inhale. And as you exhale, roll down. So I like to, in bridge pose, the ankles beneath the knees rather than super close to the sitting bones, which can put a little pressure on the knees. Charge the elbows down, lift the sternum, scoop the flesh of the buttocks, and then press through the base as you lift your hips up. Don't let your knees splay out. That'll shrink your low back. You want to keep it broad and spacious. Again, with the shoulders, maybe interlace your hands behind the block or just roll your palms face up. Press the back of your head down. Close your eyes and stretch from the hips to the knees, from the hips to the chest. Three breaths. We're going to press down through the feet and shoulders, lift up, remove the block, and take bridge without the block for one breath. So begin to take the shoulders out from underneath of the body and bring the sit bones down. Rest the palms to the torso. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart. Scoop the flesh of the buttocks to the heels so there's no compression in the low back. Palms to the torso. Relax, Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. Let the belly soften into the heat and healing energy of the palms. Bring your palms to your outer thighs. Help your knees in, feet out, knees into the chest. Roll to one side. Take a moment before you press on up. We're going to move into headstand. From headstand, you'll establish a nice interlace of the palms, and I like to tuck my bottom pinky under so that the surface of my palms is flat. So you'll bring your forearms to the floor. I like to come onto my heels and then lengthen the skin of my forearms forward to the wrist, to the knuckles. Melt my chest, draw my low ribs in, toes tuck. The more I plow my forearms forward, the more my shoulders move back. If I don't do that, my shoulders plunge forward of my elbows. So I work the forearms forward, shoulders back, and walk in again. Again. Until you feel that you can bring the crown of your head down and press the triceps to the elbows, lifting the shoulders up. For beginners, it's nice to bring the knees into the belly, heels to the buttocks, kind of like a little tuck position, and then lift the knees up. This helps to get the tailbone in. From there, as you press the forearms down, lift the shoulders, straighten your legs up. So you're really rooting through your base. Feel free to widen your legs about 1 foot. Lengthen the tailbone upward, roll the inner thighs in, and then bring the feet back together. Soft gaze, steady breath. Think triceps to the elbows, forearms down. Legs up, up. To come out of the pose, you can either tuck back in or from the flesh of the buttocks to the heels, send your legs forward, 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 and float the feet down. Knees down, big toes to touch. Stretch your arms out, layer the ribs, Balasana. Observe. Walk your palms back, bring your torso upright, and we're gonna come into shoulder stand. Shoulder stand, I like to use 3 blankets, neatly folded, nice and firm. Take them to the back edge of the mat or the head side of the mat. Fold the mat 1/3 over the blankets. The sticky part supports the elbows. The smooth part is so your shoulders and neck and head can flow. Block to where your sacrum will be. Come onto your block. Sacrum to the block, come down. You want the blankets to be about 2 inches higher than your shoulders. And just like in bridge, you're gonna work the shoulders under, under, under. Press the palms down and work the legs back toward Halasana, where you will continue to work the shoulders under. The outer arms roll under, the thighs lift, and then your hands can come to your upper back. Either one leg or both legs at a time as you lift straight up. Use the power of your legs to stretch upward, flesh of the buttocks to the heels. Look to your heart and breathe. Avoid looking left to right in this pose. Keep your gaze straight upward and into the heart. Same as bridge pose because your neck is in a compromised position. One more breath. And again, one leg or both legs at a time. Bring the feet down, thighs strong. Arms reach overhead. As you begin to look back to the hands, and take the feet away from the floor until the sacrum comes down to the mat, to the block. Bend the knees, feet to the floor. Open your throat. Just hang out here with an open throat for a moment. And then you're gonna shimmy off the blanket so that the scapula slide all the way off the blankets. Take your palms up, bend the knees. And again, scoot away from the blankets till the sit bones come down to the floor and cross your legs on the mat. So your body is acclimating from being in shoulder stand, a loving inversion, to being supported on the floor. Unwind the legs, recross with the opposite shin on top. Bend your knees, take the right arm overhead, roll to your right side. Slowly press up and prepare for Shavasana. You can always keep one blanket to the head side of the mat. Bend the knees, roll down. Work the scapula to the back, broaden the upper chest, lengthen the low back, Free the arms of the body. And take a nice steady breath into your upper chest. And a big releasing breath